What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Well, for today, guys, I really want to talk about perseverance, and I really want to talk about really continuing to face, I guess you could say, the grind. And by the grind, I mean this. You don't know what to do. You're not sure what you need to do in order to move the business forward or in order to achieve that next stage in life that you're looking to get. And the grind is I'm going to continue to make moves, and I'm going to continue to fail, and I'm going to continue to learn from the moves that I'm doing and from the failures I'm having. And this is actually where a lot of businesses fail, right? A lot of people fail. If you go from small to mid-sized business, a lot of people fail here because they start to change and start to make moves to change, to alleviate the fires in their life or to grow into a company, and they fail here because one of two things happens. And by the way, in my opinion, this is a maturing stage for business. And they fail here because, one, they don't know what they're doing. And then when they don't know what they're doing and they quit, just as much as I didn't know what I was doing or Andrew knew what he was doing when we first started business, you experience failure and then you decide to keep going, then you experience it again, and then you quit. After you've experienced enough time, you quit, and then you never really find the solution to the answer you're looking for. The other reason why businesses fail here is because instead of just quitting, instead of just giving up on the business, people go back into being a small business or self-employed. And there's a big difference between having a company and a team that's running things with you and working that way versus being self-employed, where you're in charge of everything. You wear every hat everywhere, and you don't have any processes in the company. And that's a huge factor, by the way. Building out the processes for the companies to work on, building out the system for the company to work on. And processes and systems should really give people freedom that are working for you. They should really provide freedom and give people freedom so that they can make decisions, so that they can do the work that they need to do. And processes, I don't just mean our checklists. Like they're checklists. Like, hey, this is how we break down the shop every night. This is how we clean it. This is how we wipe down the floor, the tables. And in this example, I'm thinking about a restaurant or whatever. But the processes at whole, in large, should give employees freedom to allow them to think for themselves and not just be robots. If you want robots, you need to hire robots or look at automating things. But let me back up, because I think this is really important. There's a critical period where businesses grow and they go from small to medium, and they fail in between those two steps, right? They fail in between having processes and actually having the ability to expand. And it actually comes back to a lot of mindset of the business owner, because when the failure occurs, either we don't figure it out and we don't learn, and then we don't improve and change the things that actually need to be changed and improved on to ensure success, or we go back to how we were. Reversion is pretty normal, because think about it. If you try something new, you try and go hang out with a good friend group, a different friend group than your normal ones. If you try and go do a new experience and you don't like it, one of the first things you do is revert to what you're comfortable with. And so if you can fight off reversion, if you can fight off, hey, I'm going to go back to doing the things the way I used to, and really allow yourself to change and adapt and grow into the person you need to be to grow the company, you're going to watch the company change. And I'm saying this because it takes perseverance. You're going to experience a lot of failure along the way. If you listen to some businessmen and different people talk about business, they talk about really being hard. They talk about really being like okay with failure, having ownership and all these things. And the reason why is because you're going to fail more than you succeed. However, when you do succeed, it's going to be better than any of the failures have ever induced in your life on the negative side. Anything from that. And I think it's really important to actually have that in your brain and in your mind and be a part of your mindset as you're working and building. And now this is the same thing for everything in life. Like you're looking to, like I've talked about this before, you want to better your relationships with people. It's the same thing. You're going to try new stuff. You have to figure it out. There's no written script for these things. There's no A plus B equals C, and then this is the answer. And now there are formulas. There are things that we can introduce and have introduced, like, hey, we know this works, and we have checklists and different things, that work. But at the same time, every company, every relationship, and every situation is radically different, and you've got to make different decisions in order to change and grow in that way. Well, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.